Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we are playing some Total War Warhammer again. That's right, not Total War Warhammer 2, no, the first one again, because it's got the mini-campaigns. So I had great reception from replaying the Season of Revelation, the Wood Elves campaign, a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago, a little while ago, anyway. So I thought I'd revisit the Beastmen one as well. I've had a little go on it on my own, just to see how it's aged, and honestly, I kind of love it. It's got a lot of stuff that is missing from Mortal Empires, you know, the scale of it. There's just so many more sort of towns and things in the Empire. It's very cool. I really like it. So we're going to give it a go. Sadly, you know, there's no Beastmen rework that's been announced or anything yet, so there's nothing to look forward to on that front. But, you know, hopefully in Warhammer 3 they'll revisit Beastmen when there's a whole Chaos Undivided thing. So we get, you know, Slan Gors and, you know, Nurgle Beasts and Jabber Slides and all the stuff. So, an eye for an eye. Among the bitterest rivalries of recent years is the struggle between the Elect Count of Midland, Boris Todbringer, and the Beast Lord, Khazrak the One-Eye. Both despise and yet grudgingly respect each other. The two rivals have clashed on several occasions since, but now the battle for the Great Forest is truly about to begin. This campaign is more focused narrative experience, a desperate clash between two legends of the Dragvold. And that's exactly why I really love these mini-campaigns. I think Total War in general has lost focus. The Mortal Empires campaign it really leans into the sandbox, and I love these focused experiences, which is why this seems so fresh. So, let's give it a go. So, Warherd of the One-Eye. Great name, love it. Also, it would be nice to actually have Warherd of the One-Eye and, you know, in Mortal Empires, and have, because I'm pretty sure it's Beastmen is the only faction, right? It's Beastmen and for Khazrak and for Malagor, I think, no matter who you start with, which is odd in Mortal Empires, but anyway. So, Warherd of the One-Eye. Beastmen are creatures of chaos who destroy all they come across. Master ambushers. They use the beast paths to entrap enemy armies. In battle, ferocious beast lords control the herds, and the many other monsters enthrall to their bestial majesty. The old world's forests are terrifying places, where the children of chaos roam, lurking in the darkness. So they have a few different bits and bobs. So the Dark Moon, a powerful recurring event that provides significant bonuses to Beastmen armies. Now I really like this because it's some bonuses and some debuffs. There's always a cost to it. So it's just choosing which things you can live with after every few turns, which I really like. Also the beast paths. So similar to the world routes and the underway, you know, you can just sort of hop over, you know, sort of terrain barriers and be immune to attrition. So that's nice. Anyway, aggressive unit roster with a variety of fast-moving beasts and monsters, which is exactly how I love playing this game, honestly. I really love having, like, a rush-focused army. I always go with things with, you know, fairly high charge bonuses. I always just try and, it's not so much hammer and anvil as just lots of hammers. So, Beastmen have always been one of my favourite multiplayer armies. So, to play a campaign with them is refreshing. So, much of the old world is covered in dark, forbidding forest. Although mankind has claimed this land, to think the forests are tamed would be a mistake, for they are the blood grounds of the Cloven Ones. Beastmen are creatures of chaos, so civilization is anathema to them, and they raid and destroy all that they come across. Mankind has retaliated, but bringing a war herd to battle is hard. Beastmen are master ambushers, using the beast paths to entrap an enemy army. The hunter quickly becoming the hunted. Even when battle is joined, Beastmen are ferocious foes. Mighty beast lords control herds of goat-headed Gors. Smaller Ungors strike from the flanks, and frenzied massive Minotaurs charge at the enemy line. Then there are the many monsters enthralled to their bestial masters. Chaos Spawn, Warhounds, Giants, and Cygors, to name but a few. Such a fearsome menagerie is partly why the old world's forests are still terrifying places, where the children of chaos roam, lurking in the darkness, desperate to pull apart the very fabric of civilization. And here's old Kazza. That's right, I'm going to be calling him Kazza, because him and I are going to be firmest of friends. So, you know, friends call him Kazza. I've decided in my own headcanon. So here, completely custom map. It's not you know, it's a unique mini-campaign map, basically. And it's basically just the Midland and a bit of Hockland and some of the Wasteland. It's very fun. So, yes, leadership, plus 5 leadership for the whole army when fighting against humans. We'll be doing a lot of that, so that's going to be pretty constant. Also, plus 10% income from raiding, and plus 10 charge bonus to Bestigor units, which is pretty good, because hopefully we'll end up with quite a few Bestigors in Khazrak's army. Also, we'll start with Minotaurs and Centaurs. We're going to play on hard, because I still want to blitz through, but I also, you know, I want there to be some Some risk, I suppose, but generally I want to blitz through and just sort of experience the mini-campaign. This is more of a retrospective than, like, you know, I'm not here to show off, basically. So anyway, background. Khazrak is a cunning foe, more than a mere brutal beast lord. He is bestowed with an intellect far superior to that of his peers. The One Eye has a deep understanding of his followers, able to channel the unruly nature of the herd and corral his Gors by harnessing their wild nature. Not every true Horn is worthy of Khazrak's retinue. Inferior tribes will come, Gors from across the Dragvold, drawn by the One Eye's dark reputation and hoping to share in his desperate spoils. But Khazrak's success means he can afford to be choosy. And so only those cloven ones who he deems worthy are offered a place by his side. Those that are turned down may well be sent on their way unmolested. Others that Khazrak deems as a threat, perhaps bitter at their rejection, will not leave their immediate area alive. With the One Eye able to be selective, Khazrak retains a fearsome grip upon his army, a wild force that knacks his cunning and effective plans with murderous efficiency. No one is spared during Khazrak's attacks. His superbly trained warhounds easily chasing down the few who manage to escape the warherd's trap. So, let's boogie. Oh, and yeah, I don't care to do the tutorial, thanks.
Mabas histag ak mabas wamu. With Alith Akasuagu. Had Wusra Dawak Farugunke. Greenskin Guagu Blackpit. Kukshu ak mab Taza had Wusra. Had Wusra Dwifku Whipshot Fugu. Ta Fagudat Mas Adugum. Khazrak Zawin. Todbringer. Dama. Yagzu UFI. Laksai Todbringer Zafu. Hadwusra. Shoma.
Well, all right then. I'm glad I had the subtitles on there because I don't know if you guys can speak Beastmen, so I hope you can. There's actually a name for that language. I've completely forgotten it, which actually upsets me slightly. Anyway, I'm going to look it up. So there are yet those who have not yet. There are those who. There are yet those who have not yet learned. Like, it's the yets. Why have so many yets in a sentence? Unnecessary. There are yet those who have not yet learned Khazrak's name. The blood ground cools, and he answers. So you have to destroy the following faction of Carroburg, or to use its proper name, it's the Princedom of Carroburg. It's its own princedom, although it is under Middenland. The same rulership as Middenland, because yeah, Boris is the Prince of Carroburg currently, one of his many titles, though he doesn't go for them. He doesn't like all the titles. So, Beastmen, the children of chaos, roam the old world, fueled by their hatred of man and civilization, bray under the gaze of Morsalib, the dark, weird moon, and bring about the world's end. Yeah, alright, we'll do that. Mankind must be destroyed at all costs by razing their cities and destroying their armies. Classic. The Dark Moon, Morsalib, rewards the Beastmen with powerful gifts over the course of several turns before its cycle is complete and a new reward can be selected. Brayhurt can be called, enabling Beastmen to field additional armies for a limited amount of time. Win battles to build your armies, Bestial Rage levels, and then call a Brayhurt to annihilate mankind. It says, then call a Brayhurt. It just does that automatically, so, fine. Beastmen are masters of their environment, making use of their various army stances to traverse the land quickly along ancient forest paths, ambush armies with high chance of success, or disappear from sight altogether when encamped. Cool. So, here's our army at the moment. So, nothing to write home about. And I think I might go straight for Scheinfeld. Seinfeld. Yeah, we're just going to jump right in. Yeah, that's right, we're going to start with a battle. I'm a maniac. So, it says it's going to be tough, but I disagree. Alright, so, also, no cinematic smoothing. Ugh, I hate it. Ugh, horrible. I always have cinematic smoothing on Warhammer 2. Doesn't exist in Warhammer 1. Doesn't exist. It's very upsetting. Anyway, you lot can line up. Some of you do have Vanguard, including Khazrak, which is lovely, honestly. I absolutely love that. But we're not going to be taking advantage of it, because I can't be bothered with the hassle of working out which ones are which and moving them individually. They're all just going to be charging in at the end of the day, so it's all good. Alright, in you get, guys. In you get. So, first off, let's see. Not seeing any of their crossbowmen, though I'm pretty sure they do have some. And let's go for those swordsmen, actually. They do have shields, but, well, they're facing the wrong way, so we will be able to get, get the benefit of their rubbish armour, and not have to worry about their shields, which I happen to be a big fan of. So, come on, guys. Come on. Hop to it. My little cowboys. I think cowboys is already a thing, isn't it? And I don't think it means boys that are like cows, but I gotta go cowboys. Bunch of cowboys, these guys. Bunch of cowboys. Alright, come on, lads. Come on, put the ladders up. Come on, guys. You can do it. God, really have to tell them twice, huh? There we go. There we go. So we should get through this wall, well, this gate, very, very, very quickly. Like, ruddy quickly. And there's the crossbowman. And that's rubbish. I didn't mean for that to happen. Really don't lose Centaurs for no reason, you know? Be terrible. Terrible predicament. Alright, you guys, let's just get you on guard mode. So you're not wasting your time. And, yep, go for those spearmen, please. These spearmen should break quite quickly against these Minotaurs, so I don't mind too much about their anti-large. Should be okay. Just going to sort of push on through. And, oh right, yeah, you guys can run in there, thank you. So let's go for Rudy Blaze over here too. Khazrak can kill these guys, no problem. And, jolly nice charge. Things don't look great for these swordsmen. No, they do not. They really do not. Oh, also got a couple of mods on, by the way. I've got less Blood and Gore. Because frankly, I think it just looks too cartoony. When it's on max, everything's immediately painted red the moment they so much as tickle an enemy unit. So I find that just, yeah, it looks silly to me. So I've toned that down. And also, I've got a better camera mod, so I can zoom right in, so I can even see all these underground tunnels under the city, apparently. How about that? So yeah, that's helpful too. And yeah, what else? I've got one other mod. Oh yes, there's one that adds dust effects. So you'll see more dust effects from marching armies. It's minor, you know, it's all cosmetic stuff I've added. Nothing is going to change the game in any significant way. Okay, I think Rudy Blaze has had it. Yes, he has. And now, let's get our Centaurs, chase down those crossbowmen. Minotaurs can go as well. Khazrak, you're going to climb up here. I'm not sure these guys are going to last, but we will see. Go on. Don't get stuck. Also, I guess you can go over there and deal with those crossbowmen instead. Go on. Let's just run first, and then you can charge, because clearly you're getting stuck on someone. And it's bothering you, isn't it? God, it's still bothering you. Are you ready to charge now? Okay, good. They're going to charge. So yeah, it looks like all of those guys have had it. So now it's just a case of chasing these guys down and these guys down. Everyone else, I think, is gone. This guy might rally. Yeah, he rallied. Cheeky sod. He'll be fine. And you guys don't look like you've charged properly. But, well, you're getting the job done. That's the main thing. You got the job done. You're a maverick. Okay, they've shattered. Everything's shattered. There's army losses. Hooray! We took it. Excellent. So there goes Rudy Blaze. Best name ever. Best name ever. Got a rank. Love it. And now we need to choose what to do with Scheinfeld. So, I mean, money would be nice, but we've got some cash. We've got some spending money at the moment. I think we just want to get our growth up, because I want to just start getting buildings into our, you know, the settlement buildings, the Horde built, so we can start accessing more units and all the rest of it. So I'm going to go with this. Also, just a bunch of chaos corruption. So that might lead to some rebellions and things, which will help us out too. So, raise and defile. So, what's the deal with defiling? Brilliant. So, what we got here? Gargantuan hooves, I'm going to go with straight away, because actually, it's the blue line, which I rarely touch upon much. But it's a blue line that I want to get a bunch of. I want to get bonus income from raiding, I want to get lower upkeep. Further on, we get things like Lightning Strike, that's jolly handy, and Children of Chaos is ruddy handy. So, this is the stuff I'm going to be prioritising. So, I'm just going to let our units do what they can. It'll have to just be, I'll just have to be canny on the battlefield. I'm not going to give them a bunch of campaign buffs early. Nope, we're going to try and get our economy going, which I know is a bizarre thing, but I want boosts to raiding income and things. Oh, and sadly, you just have the Beastmen Ambush as your basic stance, and you can't swap to things like raiding for free, like the Greenskins now can in Warhammer 2. So, bit of a pity. Oh, also, they got the old war mechanic that the Greenskins used to have. It's basically it's identical. It's the same mechanic. It'll spawn an army. So, anyway. Technology. You can start with this one. Extra income from raiding. Every bit of research actually puts the research rate down, but there are these big ones over here that put up chaos corruption and add to research rate. So you can either try and rush through these to get this stuff done quicker, or you can just use these every now and then to offset the you know, those sort of worse rates that you have later on. But I'm just going to go straight for this one, because replenishment rates are just too big a deal. Just replenishment rates are very, very bad in this campaign to begin with, so we're going to have to work on that. So, let's move on. Alright. Ludwig, I think I might ignore you and go take a slower? Something like that. So yeah, let's go over here. And is that going to give me enough movement? I really can't tell. Yeah, that should be enough. I want 25% left, so that way I can raid. Hooray! That's really not much money. Instead of that then, how about we start doing some upgrades? Hag Tree Copse, and it would be nice to get some hounds. It would be nice to get some hounds, but I think I might be able to rush building up our main settlement. I think I can rush building our main settlement and go straight to Centaurs as our mobile units. So I think I'm going to try that. But while we're building things, we can now recruit. So I'm going to get some more Ungol Raiders, because they're going to be useful forever. There's not going to be a position where I don't want just some cheap archer fire. Well, I guess later on I'll have, you know, so many Minotaurs and Centaurs and things that I won't need to sort of harass any unit. I can just surround and crush them in seconds, but I don't have the upkeep to be able to support an army like that, or the ability to recruit an army like that yet. So, anyway, what I'm saying is these will last a long time, so I'm going to get some. Right, let's move on. Okay, good. And I did say we were going to rush this, and it looks like we can pretty quickly. It's only going to cost another 2. So we can actually get to 3rd level nice and quick. And then just go straight away build the Scorched Grass Plains. Provided we can pay for it. And I don't think we'll be able to for a bit, but soon. Soon. And that's going to be so easy, we probably don't even need to fight it. I'd rather not fight it, but I'm concerned about auto-resolve. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. I still feel like we lost way too many men there, but it is what it is. So, we got a bit of cash out of it, and I think we're going to try and get a bit more. Although we do need the growth as well. You know what, screw it, raise into fire. Oh, wow, fireball. That's fun. And Destroyers of the Drakvold, which I'd say makes a lot of sense, but this is actually the Reichwald forest that we're in. I'm pretty sure. So, oopsie doopsie. And hang on a minute. Is this tiny little river pretending to be... I think this might be the Reichland. Not the Reichland, the River Reich. Though that is way too small to be the Reich. Well, strange. Anyway, destroys the wrong forest. But it's fine. We're from the Drakvold. Drakvold's all up here and everything. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so... Khazrak the One-Eye. Yes, so... make my own units cheaper. Or income from raiding. I'm going to go cheaper units. It's not going to make a big difference now, but it will start to add up. So I'm going to start getting that so I can support more units. Because more units are happy units. No, that's not how that goes. Anyway, moving on. So you can see, some units are trying to get to me. They are trying to get here. So we're going to go where there's a decent ambush chance. And we're going to encamp. As you can see, pretty terrible. Replenishment rates can take 4 turns, and these are, you know, less than halfway injured. It's kind of pathetic. So, squalid encampment. Little more than a great pyre surrounded by gore-soaked tents, rude burrows, and makeshift pens. It's good enough for me. So every time we put this up, it actually puts up not only the horde recruitment capacity, but it's also putting up chaos corruption, and it's putting up horde growth, which means it'll be cheaper. Well, not cheaper, it'll be quicker to then get the next upgrade, which is rather handy, I've got to say. So we are quite a ways off being able to afford the Centaur pits, or whatever the hell they are, which is a shame, but for now, we can get these units pretty cheap, and just, you know, we'll have more bodies to pin things in place, while the Centaurs and the Minotaurs kill everything. So, moving on. Looks like he's lost interest, so that's good. Now this is a tough decision. Partly because I bloody love Gorbals. The smart decision is always the Bray Shaman, because having a spellcaster is just... it's worth its weight in gold, maybe. Technically, it's hard to know how much gold is worth in this game, frankly. That's where the metaphor breaks down. But it's stupid not to have a spellcaster in any army. Any army that doesn't have a spellcaster is wasting Winds of Magic, frankly. Because you always have a pool of Winds of Magic, so if you have no spellcaster, use them, you're missing out, because spells are brilliant. So, the Ruinous Powers will take grim pleasure in your endeavours. In their dark mirth, they grant a boon. Which of their gifts will you choose? So, this is just a random event. You get a lot of these too, but it's not the moon thing. This isn't the moon mechanic. So, Bray Shaman. You're right there, mate. So, you get embedded there. So, what are you? Oh, beasts. Oh, I was hoping wild or maybe shadows. Beast is fine, I suppose. Just, I'm disappointed. I do like beasts, but to me, shadows is just a much better lore of magic, and I think wild is just nice because it's the only one that the Beastmen have that no one else does, you know, which is always fun, I think. Right, we should be able to take these guys out pretty easily now, because Dunkel build here, not looking great, But seriously, I love this campaign map, even though it's not half as good as the Wood Elf one, I don't think. I just love the fact that there's something that encapsulates the sort of, you know, horrors of the Empire's forests, because you don't get these sort of like little villages dotted around, you know, normally. Like, who's ever heard of Dunkelbild? But, you know, it's a town, it's there, it's just, it has no representation on the bigger map. So anyway, we're going to fight the battle. It says it's going to be quite difficult. I disagree, I think it'll be fine. But, especially now we have a spellcaster, we can just spam Wissen's Wild form, apparently. We don't even have Flock of Doom, do we? No, we don't. Well, that'll be nice to stick on our Minotaurs anyway, so let's do it. So we're fighting against Jovi Hellborg. Hellborg, like Kurt Hellborg, the Reichsmarshal of the Empire, the one in charge of the Reichsguard. That's the one. I was going to say the Reichsmarsches. No, it's not a thing. Anyway, that'll do. Doesn't need to be fancy, guys. Doesn't need to be fancy. Doesn't need to be fancy. I find too many people try and be fancy with a faction like the Beastmen, and they end up just making things worse for themselves, because the whole point of Beastmen is they really do great if you're not fancy. Well, with the bulk of your army. Really, things like the sort of Ungors and Spearman Herd, they're just for pinning things down a bit. And then you get on top with, you know, your specifically sort of murdery units and take out everything that you want to take out. You know, just like a scalpel. Use them like a scalpel. But a scalpel that you're sort of rushing to use. You know, it's got to be precise, but also, yeah, it's... If you don't know what to smash, it's better smashing something than nothing. Alright, let's throw a fireball over here, just because we can. Bah. Good. Keep marching in. Love it. Really, that's what you went for? Alright. I mean, killed a few. He's got 12 kills. I mean, hard to complain at that. But I will. Okay. Yeah, let's get them buffed. And... You know what? One of you guys can just run in here. You guys are rubbish. What are you doing? Okay. Let's get into these crossbowmen. You guys start cycle charging. Okay, so you move up and around. Okay. You charge into here, and you charge at the back of these spearmen. These guys are going to keep getting shot, which is lovely for me. Alright, now you guys have been a bit of a pain. You can charge in here. Good. And then, oh, I don't know. You again. Just keep buffing them. Alright, how are you getting on? Not that many kills with Minotaurs just yet. Oh, definitely need to go for these great swords. Definitely need to go for them. Okay, you guys run back. And you guys, you're actually going to run out. You're going to run out of there. That's right. You're going to run for it. Okay, they're all starting to break. They're going to have a bad day, which is perfect. Okay, you guys need to run too. Love it. Okay. You guys run that way. Come on, guys. What are you playing at? Okay, you start running back that way. And, yeah, they're having a bad day. And those great swords are going to get wrecked. But that's not great swords, the other ones. Their ones. The ones that aren't so great. Yeah, our Angor Herd got it. Got it right in the face. Not good. But it'll do. It'll do. Alright, they're broken. Now get to the back of these swordsmen. And then we can chase them off afterwards. Chase off those crossbowmen. In fact, we could probably make a start shooting at them. Maybe shoot into these as well. Come to think of it. Okay, how are they looking? Oh wow, still holding out, which is kind of annoying. Alright, well, now it's time to chase these crossbowmen down. And yep, they're having a bad day. Good news. Okay, you start running away, and oh, Khazrak, why are you playing at me? You alright there? Let's give you a buff. There we go. Good. That should do it. Alright. Yeah, things are going well on that flank. Lovely. And did we get him? Yes, we did. Good stuff. Let's end the battle. Close victory. Okay, good stuff. Suffered some damage there, though. My word. Jovi Hellborg being very crafty. Okay, good. More money. Work hard for the money. Boop. And, yeah, I think, this is a tough one, because actually we need the growth to build things, but we also need the money to build things. But growth is probably harder to come by, I think. So let's do that. So, Joby's going to get killed. There he goes. Unlucky mate. And, see? Rugvold Forest. Told you. Told you guys. Okay. Once again, I think maybe a little cheaper. And that actually went up by 120. With a tiny army such as this. So, it's worth it. It's worthwhile. Though, my god, our army sucks right now. Like, it's real bad. There's Kauderberg. We actually want to go for that last. I think we want to take these ones out. So we're going to head back up this way. Probably through these marshlands. Oh, it's the Mirror Moors. The Mirror Moors, by the way, when this campaign first came out, this wouldn't be true. Because this is a very new addition to Warhammer Fantasy canon. And it's from Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. Gnomes are actually in Warhammer now. Turns out they've been in the Empire all along. And no one noticed, because much like the D&D gnomes, they're sort of very good at, you know, illusions. And it turns out they're actually imbued with shadow magic. That's a thing that gnomes have going for them. And so they actually exist in the Mirror Moors. They have a town there, which I can't remember the name of, sadly. Can't remember the name of, because there's not a lot on them yet, so. But yeah, I really like it. It's a nice addition. It's great to see, like, new races turning up after all this time. So, what can we get? Yeah. Wow, actually very close to just getting Bloodied Lair. I could just go the whole way up. That'd be fun. Because, yeah, 3 more turns. 3 more turns. And I can upgrade that. Oh, no, I just need the money. So 1 more turn and we can get the Scorched Grass Plains. That's awesome. Yeah. Love it. Centaurs on turn 8, potentially. Although they actually take 2 turns to recruit. So it'll be 9. It'll be turn 9. But that's still good. Yeah. Okay, so... Oh, and gnomes are sort of neutral parties, by the way. They're not sort of like chaos gnomes or anything. They're often mistaken for halflings, which is sort of intentional, though they will just sort of make themselves look a bit like halflings. And humans can't really tell the difference, because humans are a bit dumb like that. Halflings can tell the difference, but no one listens to halflings, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is annoying, because I can't raid, and, like, if you look at that, I'm raiding, I'm not actually getting replenishment. Which is very annoying. And that's one thing that sort of horde factions really suffer from, that are just sort of frustrating. It's why I've gone straight for these ones, although first it's going to be the raiding income, but I've gone straight for the replenishment techs. Because I need the replenishment techs. I really need the replenishment techs. So, let's move on. Fresh blood grounds have been built. Blood grounds are where the Beastmen range has been built. Sorry, it's been researched. Where the Beastmen range, hunting and slaughtering. New grounds mean fresh prey to sate their hunger. Next up, the Endless Hunt. Oh, brilliant. We're getting this. We're getting this already. I know it's going to put down horde growth, which is annoying, but hang on. No, we do need that. Now think about it. Because I think we need 4. I wish I could check. I think we need 4 growth. Oh, this came at the worst possible time. So this particular thing, when one falls, the herd can replace their fallen with ferocious alacrity, yet the latecomers are more reluctant to fight. So this puts down horde growth, but it replenishes everybody. So that would be a great way to get around that replenishment. But we're going to have terrible growth for a while. Anyway, more sleep is ascendant, usurping the sun's revered place in the firmament. The world is awash with its sick and terrible hue. Such an event is almost unheard of. It is the call to the Beastmen, a sign that the herd has an opportunity to dominate. Lead them, Beast Lord. Seize glory. Also, I'm assuming this is all human skin has been tied together. Who can tell? Who can tell? Probably human skin. Or just the skin of other Beastmen. Because they don't care. They don't care. They need leather, they'll take it from somebody. So I might go with this anyway. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. So I'm not going to be able to afford this, sadly. Not that. This. Because I don't have the population surplus. I know. I know. It's a shame. But I want this army back. And there it is. So. Let's get you over here. And, oh. We've met the Ripperhorn Tribe. Hello, Ripperhorns. Neutral tribe encountered. Other war herds roam these lands, Khazrak. Like us, they long for battle and destruction against the uncloven fools, yet they appear indifferent to us. It is possible they can be swayed to aid us with the right incentive. And here's the incentive! So I really like this. It gives you little missions to do when you meet other tribes. So the Beastmen will only follow a leader who can prove themselves truly capable of shedding the blood of man, seek out nearby human settlements and lay waste to them. Display a fury so great that all Beastmen will yearn to be a part of your war herds. So raise or sack 3 different settlements. I mean, we've been doing that anyway, so it's all good. It's all good, basically. It should be very easy, and the Ripperhorn Tribe will respect us for doing so. So I can reach that now, but first I'm going to start raiding. If he comes at me, I think we can take this army on with what we have here anyway. We'll just have to be a bit more careful than last time, but it's all good. So, that'll do it. And we're in perfect shape again. Perfect. And Sla here gained a rank, which is lovely. Sla. It's a silly name. So first off, I want to go with Proponent. Horde building, construction cost minus 15%, which is jolly good. Then we'll need to get into these spells in a big way. But cheaper building is fantastic. It's really good. Let's see here, minus 20. That just sucks so much. Really does. We're on minus 2 right now, and we're on 2. Is it just minus 2 because that's all we have? Events say minus 20. Yeah, so change per turn is only minus 2. So there's no point taking this yet. Oh, actually, unless I take it, just go for the money. Could do that instead. Or I could sit here and raid for a bit. Earn some more cash. Do a bit of recruiting, maybe? A few things I could do, I suppose. Yeah, let's just get some more cheap units in here. We will have enough for Centaurs after this anyway. It's all good. Although probably not their upkeep, frankly. Probably not their upkeep. But we'll see about that after a couple of battles. Okay, so now we can attack it. So, Carden. Let's deal with it. There's really no point fighting this, is there? Let's just auto-resolve. And yes, our Ungors got hurt, but it's just Ungors. That's what they're there for. So, raise and defile. Blackhorn's Ravagers. Lovely. They're actually very good. I'd love to get some Blackhorn's Ravagers. They'll be a good anchor for our army until we start getting a bunch of Bestigors. So, and then Blessed by Evil. So that gives us an extra 150 per turn, which is jolly handy. And then we're going to go for these guys next. Go for Ludwig here, who I think might be their only army left. There's still a couple of settlements over here, but still. Alright, let's go the next turn. Nothing more to see here. Greyherd, Khazrak the One-Eye. What about it? We have a Greyherd has been summoned. Cool. So, the call to the Great Hunt has been answered. The ground lurches and writhes as the Great Greyherd is summoned. This merciless horde of beastmen are gathered in Carden, ready to fight and feast. Alright then. One of your Bray Shamans, one of some renown. Is it Sla? Wishes to leave the herd and make a journey to the heart of the dark. Do you wish to allow this pilgrimage? Oh. If you allow his pilgrimage, bunch of corruption, for 10 turns, does that mean he's going to be gone for 10 turns? Surely not. It would say that we'd lose him. Or forbid it. In which case, have more magic. Your Bray Shaman, unable to make a pilgrimage to the heart of the dark, instead resolves to make the winds of magic blow stronger across the blood grounds. Yeah, fair enough. Let's do that. Let's forbid it. No, you do my bidding, fool. You noob. So, we're going to run over here. And we're going to let him catch up. It says it's going to be nightmarishly difficult. And I can see why, actually. I can see why. So we're going to encircle them. And, yeah, with this many Centaurs, we're going to have a great time. I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay, good. Let's move on. Are you in range? No. And yet these guys didn't bother to attack me. You're weird. Is it because... It could be because I'm in range of that army. Just about. And you're raiding. Can you not give me a hand here, mate? Can you not give me a hand? Anyway. Are you noticing how quick the turn times are, by the way? Like, let's just check this. I haven't edited this, okay? This is one series. I am not cutting out loading times, because there aren't any. Look. There you go, done. That's it. That's it. That's the turn. I didn't edit that, like I normally do. I usually cut out sort of time between turns. I don't even need to bother. I don't even need to bother. It's insane. It's even quicker than the Wood Elf campaign. So anyway, Leidenhove, Kouderberg. It's being attacked, which I love. Ooh. Ooh, money, huh? Or low recruitment cost. No, we need the money. We need the money. I need the horde growth, so no. In fact, one more turn, and we will be able to get the Centaur building, finally. So, the ruinous powers are down upon us with ire, Lord. Perhaps we were not diligent enough in sowing catastrophe. Perhaps you do not care. If you do, a sacrifice of warriors should appease the dark desires. If you do not, then the herd awaits. Spare the warriors. The herd is yours, and nobody, not even the gods, can wrest it from your control. Yeah, that's a very Khazrak thing to do. If it's Malagor or something, fine, but no, I think Khazrak is, that's the thing with the Beastmen. Like, the Bray Shamans tend to sort of get an idea. You know, they get given signals and signs and, you know, we'll look at the guts of a foe and, you know, read sort of what the gods want them to do and things like that. And they tend to sort of steer, you know, the Bray herds in a direction that the dark gods kind of intend. But then a lot of Bray herds don't have a Bray Shaman kicking about, and they'll just aimlessly smash things. But that is also great for Chaos Gods. They love it, because it's chaos at the end of the day. You know? They sow chaos no matter what they do. So, Khazrak being like, suck it, gods, I'm gonna do my own thing. They're probably like, brilliant. Brilliant, he's ambitious. You go do it, honey. You go on, sweetie. Yeah, you tear up those humans. And eat their guts. Lovely. Good job, my boy. So yeah, this should be quite straightforward. I don't know why it's saying it's going to be a nightmare. But, well, we're going to fight it. Okay. As you can see, we actually gain control of the Bray herd if it reinforces, which is lovely. Big fan of that. It's just annoying that you can't just control the Bray herd as an army of yours and, you know, whatever, but, it's a thing. Okay, you lot. Do I just want to sweep in from one side? I sort of do, honestly. I really kind of want to do that. So, perfect. You're not hidden at all. It doesn't matter. Really doesn't. Harpies, you're going to go in from the other side. I'm going to have these guys literally just jump in and attack them. Oh, missed one. Missed one. Okay, cool. And then you lot. Let's see, how many of you have we got? None on there. Any others? Oh, I'm missing that one. I think that's all of our archers. And then, finally, everybody else, frankly. Just everybody else in our army. Good. You guys line up there. Again, let's, yeah, I'll keep them separate. Put on guard mode. Bray Shaman and Minotaurs. And oh yeah, we have the other Bray. Beast Lord as well. So that's nice. And yeah, I think these guys, I'll charge them in two, actually. Alright, well I can't see quite what's happening over there. So you guys are going to jump right in. You lot. You're going to charge out this way. Okay, good. You know what, let's keep them back a bit. We'll wait for these guys to get in first. I'm getting ahead of myself. Oops. I accidentally moved them. Alright, fine. Okay, good. Good. Now you guys go there. The rest of you lot charge right in. And yes, I'm going to charge those spearmen. Because I have so many centaurs, I should be able to bowl them over rather quickly. Okay, good. Alright. And you lot go up and around. Still chasing these guys about. And now all the big boys are in. Hooray! Start buffing stuff randomly. Okay, these guys should be broken in a second. In fact, just these guys should just handle it. Okay, come on, boys. So definitely causing some havoc back here, which I love to see. Do love to see chaos. It's kind of our thing. Okay, good. Move up and around. You lot having a good time. That's all I can ask for, you know. I want my boys to have a good time. You guys keep chasing. That is perfect. Thank you. Okay, good. Whoops. Okay, good. You guys... No, both of you. Head up that way. You lot fall into those spearmen. Khazrak, you got a fireball. Which, I guess you can just sort of shoot at them. It's really not much point, but... Minotaurs, you go take down Ludwig. You guys are going to chase the Pistoliers down for a embarrassing amount of time, please. That's the plan for you. And we did lose some harpies over there. Did lose some harpies. Okay, you guys keep chasing. Perfect. And, oh, you don't need to go over there. You need to go over there, lads. I think we've sort of dealt with everything over here. It's hard to tell. And yeah, you keep chasing the Pistoliers. You will get shot, but we'll keep them busy over there, and they will die to army losses in a minute. Yeah, there's army losses. Yeah, it's happening. Good job, boys. Good job. Yeah, you guys can probably just stop shooting. You're probably hitting more of your own guys than anyone else. It's just a lot of dead Ungors thanks to them. So, decisive victory. Lovely. Ah, blood for the blood god. All that lark. Symphonies for the Ludwigs. Right. Job well done. Blackened plate. What's that going to do? Flame resistance for allies in range. Oh, brilliant. It just means Khazrak's being responsible about those fireballs he's throwing around, I suppose. Which is quite fun. Yeah, kind of pointless. But still, it's all fine. Here's something. Right, I think we're going to raise into file here as well. Unlucky Leidenhove. Should rename it Leiden Clove, because it's full of cloven ones. Anyway, so this battlesuit of ramshackle plate mail is covered with the soot from man's burned palaces and temples. Oh, good. Lovely. Ludwig's dead. Ludwig is dead. Roll over Beethoven. Let's get... extra... I do kind of love that. Yeah, I'm going to go with Feasting Upon Man. For those who face the war herd, a fate worse than death awaits their salivating jaws and unremitting bloodlust. Sure it does. Sure it does. And now we've got a bit of extra cash. I'm going to get us our Blackhorn's Ravagers, because I really like these ones. I really like them. They're a really good anchor. And that Frenzy there? Oh, no, it's Rowdy. Primal Fury, not Frenzy. Anyway, gives them extra melee attack, extra charge bonus. Like, they can get in there and do some pretty good work. It's nice. And because they're triple gold chevron by standard, you know, they've got a pretty good stat line. They get a lot of work done. Okay, now it's time for Wizard's Wild Form, Wild Heart, bunch of Flocks of Doom. Flock of Doom is probably the thing we're going to be doing the most, but really, because it's Lore of Beasts, I think what will probably get more work done than anything is, frankly, just getting Razorgore Chariot. Once we get Razorgore Chariot, he'll be able to zip up and down the front line and murder everything. And they're very good at murdering everything, I must say. Right, so now the plan is to head over to Senden. Over here, we'll go through Cult of Ulric's territory, and the Gnomes' territory, I suppose, the Miramors. So we'll head through here, and yeah, we'll head to Senden, and then down to Karaberg. I want to leave Karaberg to last, because, you know, it's Karaberg that we're trying to destroy, so it makes sense. They demand money. No, Emil von Corden. No. No, you don't even have Mariaberg on the map, mate. Like, you're not a problem. You are no problem to me. So, Khazrak. Let's head over here. We'll upset the Cult of Ulric. The Cult of Ulric, I'm not sure if they will actually declare war on us. I played through, and they do declare war as part of an event, I believe. So, just from what I've played earlier, to make sure that this wasn't going to be completely pointless and boring. I gotta say, I actually really like it. It's just the change in scale, you know? Because in Warhammer 1, it just felt like this mini-campaign was basically just Warhammer 1, but missing a couple of factions. You know? Now it's missing 50 factions, and that's a good thing, you know, over Warhammer 2. Just the fact that it's more focused, I think, is great, but that additional focus didn't really matter when the game was already pretty sparse, you know what I mean? So, anyway, let's crack on. A brutal business, sure it is. Battle is a blood-soaked affair, limbs severed, bones exposed, men left for dead in the craw-soaked fields amongst scores of fallen friends and enemies. Strong weapons forged with time, sweat and expertise mark the difference between the victory and defeat. A good sword cuts clean through bone, severing heads and limbs, where lesser weapons will merely maim. As instability grows across the world, so too does man's bloodlust and his desire for war and carnage on an ever grander scale. So, extra weapon damage faction-wide. Yay! See, now this is something that always bugs me, because these events, I always assume, is for every faction. But then it always says faction-wide, then it says for all armies of all factions, and, like, it always seems a bit, like, I don't know, the wording is different on all of these events, and it seems a bit stupid. It never seems to outline it properly. But anyway, this should affect everybody. But this is great for us, because we have quite high weapon damage, generally. And, you know, we have good charge bonuses on our units generally, so that's going to register a lot better with us against our enemies than vice versa. So long as we get the charge, you know. As long as we get on the offensive, should be good. So, boop. That's what I was thinking. Yep. Khazrak, wow. Whoa. So, 25% we need. And, yeah, obviously following the road is going to be the best way to go. So, let's head over this way. I'm pretty sure he's about to say Excelsior. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Boop. And I do also love my piggies, and I do love chariots. But no, it's got to be the Centaurs. Centaurs are just... They're Centaurs, guys. They're mother-flipping Centaurs. Carrying on. Also, can I just say, like, how insane are the turn times? Anyway, can I just say that the hunt is eternal. It never began. It shall never end. It always was. But other than that, okay, it's this again. Can I get to my point, game? Anyway, the Dark Moon's back. More sleep is ascendant, usurping the sun's revered place in the firmament once again. So, I did just spend all of my growth, basically. No, I didn't. I've still got 14 out of 20, so I don't really want to get rid of that. But I do kind of like the idea of replenishment again. I do really like that. So that puts up Bestial Rage. Doesn't matter, because we've already got a our War army, essentially. Our Bray Herd. That puts down movement range by a huge amount, but puts up melee attack by plus 50 for all forces. Sadly, because it's only for 3 turns, we're probably not going to actually get to any sort of any destination while this is still active. Unless we attack the Cult of Ulrich, but that's a bad idea. That just makes recruitment cost nothing. But puts melee defense down for 3 turns. I'm going to do that, actually, because that lets me get a bunch of Centicles in our army for next to nothing. So, I think that's probably a good idea. And we'll just not get attacked. That's the plan. All must fight. Gors of all strengths and ages are welcome here. All have their place, even those whose fighting prowess is less developed. Alright, that'll do then. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of some of the... I think I'm going to get rid of some of the Ungor Spearmen. And that should get rid of one more. Yeah, cool. So let's get rid of them. And then... Oh, wow, they are free? Minus 90% recruitment cost. Oh, I guess because we already have recruitment reduction from this. Yeah, that's hilarious. Okay, brilliant. So we can get 3 of them for free. The upkeep is going to bankrupt us, but the fact that we can recruit the units for free is sort of ridiculous, honestly. I love it. But yeah, we'll have 4 Centicles running around in a couple of turns, which I very much appreciate. So, moving on. And annoyingly, I can't move again because of that. And annoyingly, I find it really odd, this, because it does show income when you're in this stance. You know, in the hidden encampment. But encampment doesn't seem to gain you any money, so I don't know why that always shows up. It's very strange, unless it's supposed to. Unless it's supposed to be like a raiding camp. Like, you know, other factions have, but then what's the point of a raiding stance? It's weird. It's bizarre. I feel like they're supposed to be the same thing. but aren't. Anyway, moving on. Mission failed. Ah, we didn't do it in time. Well, never mind. So we didn't impress the other beastmen. We didn't manage to impress. I know. So I might also get the pit hovel built up, although I would like to start raiding. Okay, so that's the way we want to go. So we're going to go here, onto these crossroads, and then we're going to start raiding. Which means we are actually earning money, which is nice. So we'll slowly get to Marius Goodbub here. He's a good boy. So, Marius Good Boy. Of Good Boy Tires. So what do you want, Bernard Hergiger? He wants money. Get out of my house. Silly boy. Asking for favours. Daft little sod. Right. So, oh, we're still in raiding stance. Of course we are, because we just went into raiding stance. Always forget about that. So the nice thing about that is it just puts you into raiding stance, and you can just be in raiding stance for a bit, which is nice. But anyway, now I wonder actually, because they've got some more units there,
Not possible.
and it's like they're recruiting one more here as well. If I move in range, I wonder if he'll try and attack me. I mean, probably what'll happen is Foudart Graveshaker will come over here and put him off, but
Never.
we'll see. We'll see. This might tempt him into fight us, and I'm happy to fight with one army. Nope. So, Gaze of Darkness. Our devotion to madness and destruction has drawn the favour of the Chaos Gods, who wish to reward our calamitous actions with a gift. Yet we could reject it. Shall we do so, or shall we accept this ruinous offering? If we accept it, what dark favour is brought forth by our dedication to destruction of ruin? We will receive it in payment, or we can reject the gift of chaos. Your refusal to amass this ruinous generosity has signalled your strength to others, who now flock to your war herd, desperate to fight under such a powerful beast lord. Extra horde growth. Oh. Yeah, I think that's better, honestly. I think the horde growth is better. So let's do that. For 10 turns, that's going to be 50 horde growth. So that's going to be 2.5 levels. Basically, 2.5, you know, population surplus levels. So let's reject the gift. Brilliant. Also, what's nice, have a look here, it always stays at out of 20. So even if it gets to like 32 population surplus, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, you know. Even if we don't have the money to spend it, we will have this population surplus there when we need it. And it's not like in a settlement where, you know, for each additional surplus, it's more expensive. So, it's nice. It's very nice. Unholy Resilience. So now we can get Lightning Strike next. That could be fun. Or just go straight for growth. Or, Bestial Cunning gives us better ambush chance, which is rather nice, actually. I do rather like that. You know what? Unholy Resilience. We'll stay blue. We'll do all the blue stuff first. Although Feasting Upon Man is something I do need to put up more. But, you know, whatever. We've got a lot of things to do, guys. And you, Flock of Doom, please. Hooray. Annoyingly, we're not close enough for him to join us. I would like him to join us, actually. I would like our Brayhurt to join. And pretty cool looking army. Pretty cool looking army. I like it. I'm not sure stand much of a chance against a billion Centaurs, but, you know, who am I to say? Hello, Sendon. And, wow, says it's going to be tough. Says it's going to be a tough one. I disagree. Alright, I'm back. So, I just looked something up. Because it was bugging me. Gnomes in the Mirror Moors, this big settlement there. It's the biggest gnome settlement in the Empire. It's called Glimdwaro. It's Glimdwaro. So there you go. And they technically live under the Midden Moors. They have a bunch of sort of burrows that they live in that are hidden by Ulgu. Shadow magic. You know, a bunch of illusions keeping it secret from the outside world. Although, sadly, I think it did get destroyed by Greenskins, I think it was. I forget. I have the article right in front of me, but I'm not about to read the entire entry on gnomes during a loading screen. So, you know. I thought I'd let you know anyway. I find it interesting. Right, you lot, actually... I'm going to split up the archers and we're going to start whittling down things on the sides while we're just going to charge headlong into it with everyone else from the front and see how that goes. Yeah, well, you guys can run in the front line too. I'll try and flank you if I pick them up on time, but generally speaking, like, I'm kind of cool with it. Okay. It's a lot of Centaurs. Love it. Right. I want the Halberdiers dead. And the Free Company. Oh, also. Let's get you guys, these are guys in guard mode, huh? And they're reacting to my ludicrous amount of cavalry over here, which is lovely to see. It's nice to see that we're getting a reaction out of it. And almost there. What we can do though, we can throw a cheeky fireball. Oh, soon. We can soon throw a cheeky fireball. There you go, that's pretty cheeky. God, look at that. Good stuff. Alright, everyone charging. And flipping heck, guys, come on. Taking your time. It's a good flock of doom. It's a good flock of doom. Alright, boys. Things are going well. Mostly. Come on, guys. You're taking far too long here. Okay, good. Okay. Good stuff. There's other Centaurs, which I don't want in there. Let's get another flock of doom on this clump of cats. I mean that in the sort of jazz way. I know they're not actually cats. Oh, dude. Khazrak, what are you playing at, mate? What are you playing at? Okay, now you start shooting at them, please. Ungor's doing a wonderful job now they're actually bothering to shoot something. Although, I'll say our Centaurs are in a little bit of a mess, aren't they? Okay, good stuff. Let's start shooting them and them. Okay, God, this is a mess. I love it. This is so Beastmen. So Beastmen. Okay, good stuff. So we've got the Harpies chasing people about. They're all starting to break. Nice. Oh, yeah, you can charge over there. There's going to be army losses any second. Which is pretty great. Yeah, that's army losses. Now it's got to kill the flagellants. Which, should be pretty easy. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Or, why don't you guys just run off? I'll just shoot them all. That could also work. Okay, shoot when you're ready. Hey, guys. Yeah, that should get rid of them pretty quick. 16, 15, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Okay, it's going quite well. I'm very cheeky. I think the ones are dead over here, right? Yeah, it looks like it. So it's just them left. Good! Good! Good stuff. Sorted. Oop. Decisive victory. Lovely. Excellent. Also, yeah, I decided to look at gnomes again. That's right. And, yeah, it was actually Grom the Paunch. I stumbled across it. Because of course it would be Grom the Paunch, because he is ludicrously good at finding things he shouldn't. Like Ulthuan, for instance. He shouldn't have been able to find his way to Ulthuan, but he managed it. Apparently he also found his way through Glimdwaro, and pretty much wiped out all the gnomes. So Glimdwaro, still the largest city of the gnomes, but it's, yeah, a lot of it is empty now. Which is very sad. I know, right? I know. Right, so let's go with, I mean, just a ton of money would be lovely. Marius, good bub. Dead. Potion of strength. Lovely. I do like a potion of strength. Is that going to be instead of your silly ring? Yeah, it is. So let's do that. And you can have your silly ring. Good. Good stuff. Big fan. Also, I guess you could have flame resistance, maybe? Yeah, I'll leave it. Oh, hang on. What's his trait? Diabolic Splendor. Extra aura size. That doesn't really matter, honestly. I can live without that, funnily enough. So, seeing as I was stuck here, I can recruit, can't I? No, only an in-camp stance. Never mind. Although, could have saved myself some money and merged them anyway, but I guess you can go because you have no chevrons, and I'm losing, so that's fine too. Then finally, Karaberg is basically undefended. I say undefended, it's packed. It is packed. This should earn me a fair bit of money. And I am going to go for the money. I am going to go for the money. So let's do that. In fact, can we get... No, we can't get much closer. Not really. I was hoping I'd maybe go the other side of it so these guys could catch up. But, nah, it's going to take an additional turn. But that's okay. I'm going to get 2? I only have 2 spaces. Yeah, fair enough. My Minotaurs actually managed to get quite hurt during that last fight, which is very upsetting. Because Minotaurs are ruddy lovely. They're my booze. They're my booze. I'm going to start leveling up the Pit Hovel, because I want to get a little closer to getting Best of Gores, even though I don't really have the money for it. Although, I've got a lot of money sat in the bank right now, so I'm not too worried about money right now. Fel Rituals. The most forbidding rituals are enacted by a willing Bray Shaman, whose soul is forfeit should the fickle gods decree it. And I could just give myself all the replenishment ray again. Oh, wait, nope. That's just plus 10%. Oh. Interesting. Or we could turn off replenishment for a bunch of horde growth. How many turns? 6. Wow. We aren't going to move as far, but we'll get the huge melee attack and extra weapon strength bonuses, which is very cool. So, like this. Huh. So, the Great Weird Moon, Morsleeb, hangs low and large in the sky, casting its eerie and singular green incandescence over the canopies of the twisted forests. Its rise is a portent of greatness for the Beastmen, who now look to you, Beast Lord. How will you direct them? So, yeah, the Dark Moon has different stages, apparently. I didn't realise this. But, yeah, there's different strengths of it. So the first couple was basically like an eclipse. And this one is just like, yeah, it's up. What do you want? So, it's pretty cool, actually. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Beastly Inclination, because I can reach that settlement. So, you know, that'll do, frankly. So it can last for 3 turns, right? So this one can get me replenishment, next one I can besiege it, and then after that I'll have this guy joining me. So I think that'll do. Ooh, I could actually get Seed of Hate now to put my research rate back up. Could do that now, I do have the money for it. Although I guess I don't really want to spend the money on it for no reason. Let's go for extra 15 melee attack for Ungor and Gore units, because that is disgusting. Although speed for all units is probably cooler. Extra weapon strength for Minotaurs that I'll use more often. So that's better if I'm going to have cheap armies. For sure. Which I probably will have secondary armies just full of Ungors because they're cheap. Extra 15 melee attack is kind of disgusting. Ah, they're all good, you know. They're all good. Extra speed is always going to be useful though. You know, chasing down enemy units and such. Anyway, let's just leave it. Although, if I go this way instead, I can get better income from raiding. I'm going to head this way. I'm going to head that way, even though it's expensive. You know what? Let's do the Seed of Hate. I'll get the extra bonus so that way I can get to everything else a little quicker. Because we're going to need to get that tech, you know, those tech bonuses at some point. And, you know, it's not like we're really hurting for money. So, the Ripperhorn Tribe have been obliterated. Oh, no. God damn, how'd that happen? I'm sure they'll come back, because they're a Beastmen Tribe. But anyway, the Seed of Hate. Plant the seed and watch the corruption blossom. Oh, I'm watching. So that's done. And now let's start heading down this way. Might start to run out of money if we have to spend another 5 grand over there, but hopefully by then we'll have some money again. You're right there, mate. Oh, what the hell? What happened here? What happened? Karaberg had a much bigger garrison a second ago. So how did that suddenly shrink? I'm sure I checked this and there was a much bigger garrison. It had Empire Knights in it. So did some other Chaos army attack it? Or something? No, because they would have raised it. They wouldn't have sacked it. So how the hell did that happen? Was I clicked on something else? Can't have been. What the hell? Alright, well that's super weird. Yo, besieging a place with no siege equipment. Yeah, I mean, I don't need it, mate, but sure. You know what? Not sure. Like, I have Minotaurs. Don't worry about it. I have Siege Attacker. It's all good. Cult of Ulrich. Want a gift? Suck it. Alright. And now we'll attack with both armies. Although, really, I'll just let them do it, because I thought this would be a nice big fight. No, they just lost a bunch of levels for some reason. I'm very confused about that. Was it a rebellion, maybe? No, because it still would have been raised, not sacked. That's very weird. I don't know what happened there. Not a clue. That will get us quite a bit of cash, so let's do it. Social leadership fighting humans. Good. Sons of Goros. Centaurs are great weapons. Lovely. Really, really nice. There are no beastmen more loyal to the self-alleged father of all centaurs than these. Kauderberg has been destroyed, has been obliterated even. There is nothing left apart from the echoing laughter of thirsty gods. Gods, they ain't half thirsty. As a speaker of spells and caster of magics, a Bray Shaman can summon a magical servant to aid him in his darkling duties. Wow, he has a familiar. That's fun. Yeah, there are actually familiars in Warhammer. They were a big thing in like earlier editions of the tabletop. I think they got phased out in a big way, and I don't know about Age of Sigmar, but yeah, Wizards you get familiars, and they all had like slightly different bonuses. It was just like it's just like any other bit of kit, really, any other bit of equipment. It would just give you like an additional sort of, you know, some Winds of Magic or like whatever. But yeah, you get familiars. But yeah, it's nice to see that there's sort of references to those kind of things. Because I think the tabletop has always just been like the sort of it's been gameplay over just sort of flooding it with as much stuff as possible a lot of the time, you know. So it's kind of nice to see a game like this just adding fluff. So all those things that we know are canon to the world, but just don't have a thing in tabletop anymore. So anyway, and a doe. Female beastmen are rare, oft timid beasts. They carry the true-born seed and mother the next generation. Interesting. Very interesting. So horde growth +2. And we won't ask how that works. Ask your parents. Okay, Lightning Strike would be lovely. Children of Chaos, well, we're already getting some more Children of Chaos. Again, ask your parents. Lightning Strike sounds good to me. We only need one level in it. The other levels are just like bigger reinforcement bonus, which doesn't really do anything. So now let's get Wild Heart, so that we get better power reserves, which is very, very nice. Every time we cast a spell, we'll have more magic to use afterwards. And, yep, now we're actually still raiding, apparently. Nope, that's our friend back there. But somehow Khazrak is replenishing. How are you replenishing? Because you're in... Well, I'm very confused. Oh, is it... Is it because the Chaos Corruption is high enough? Is that it? Is that how that's going? I don't know. It never gives you a breakdown of why replenishment happens, which really bothers me. But I think it's because there's high enough Chaos Corruption here now. I'm going to assume that. And that, to me, looks like a rebellion. So, quest issued for Khazrak the One-Eye for Scourge. The curses of man are many. They think to purge the forest of the war herds. Todbringer sends out his armies from Middenheim to rid the Dragvold of Gors. They have slain Breakin, while the chieftains vie for petty power. However, should the Cloven Ones flock to one banner, Middenheim stands high on the Ulrichsburg plateau, making a brute force attack futile. No, to make Boris Todbringer pay, a more cunning approach is needed if the Children of Chaos are to raise his city to ash and ruin. Khazrak knows that the Elector Count of Middenheim is an honourable fool. Once he sees his people burning, Boris will surely come to their rescue, luring him away from the Ulrichsburg. Such acts will also cause panic and fear in the Empire's subjects and quicken Beastmen hearts. Let the carnage begin under Khazrak's command, so it is his name called as the blood starts to flow. So we need to go up to Bokel. It's quite a long way away. And oh, and yes, Kauderberg got destroyed. So this is the event. I didn't want to say when the event happens, because Although I could have done, it wouldn't have mattered. Anyway, Carroburg fools, Khazrak. The pathetic man-filth flee before you, weeping their crimson heraldry across the rubble of their ruined cities. This is the first defeat of many that the defenders of Midland will taste, yet stiffer challenges await you as you progress. All of Midland will rise, desperate and worthless, to try and stop your brutal advance. The herd moves all the same, Khazrak. No weak fleshling can stand in your way. So, slaughter a man, extra chaos, corruption, and horde growth. Hell yeah, and the Cult of Ulrich might be mad at us. So, there are yet those who have not yet learned Khazrak's name. The blood ground cools, and he answers. Destroy Carroburg, we got 2,500 favour, which I really like, actually, that this is sort of separate to just money in the treasury. It's favour, which I like. It gives a flavour to it. So, Khazrak grows in renown, yet, yeah, okay, destroy the Cult of Ulrich. It's the next thing. And we get technology speed bonus of plus 25, and that is permanent. That is permanent, which I think is really cool. And they're over here, apparently, I guess. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom out. So, you can see, all of this hates us. That is all. You can zoom in now. Thank you. Maybe we'll go to Eldagson first. Although, maybe taking out what's near the Black Pit first would be good, because just past Roche is Midland. This is all going to be Midland back here. So we'll need to deal with that. So we want to go close first, because they won't declare war on us, and then we can head south, because it means that I think the Black Pit will have a bit of respite, because I don't think... Yeah, I think they're at war with Roche. Well, with the Cult of Ulrich. So we'll see. Also, Nash Eye Gouger is part of the Skull Takers, which I'm pretty sure are supposed to own Black Pit, aren't they? No, they're not. It's not Skull Takers, is it? I can't remember. I can't remember what tribe is supposed to be in Black Pit, but it's not supposed to be the Black Pit tribe. Yeah, I forget. As soon as I see the Black Pit tribe, now I just can't remember. Anyway. See, I don't think it is the Skull Takers. Because I'm pretty sure the Skull Takers are a Savage Oak tribe, aren't they? Anyway. Let's, let's head up this way then, to Fussberg. Let's create a fuss. Let's create a real fuss, guys. Brilliant. And looks like they've got quite a lot going on over there. Gluttony. Do you like a bit of gluttony? The herd is noisome and disgruntled, more so than usual even. They resent having to worship the herdstone for yet another night, and instead desire to feast and overindulge. What do you say? Worship, you beasts. Or... I mean, that's going to put down chaos corruptions. That's not going to happen. No. No, you guys aren't going to drink and be merry. You guys are going to worship, okay? Because I've already refused a bunch of gifts and things, but still, I want to get everywhere as chaosly corrupted as possible. You know, I want the... We're immune to the Dark God's influence, or at least slightly. Certainly more immune to it than man. What I'm trying to get at is it's worse for man than it is for us, and, you know, that's beneficial. So I still want that sort of chaos corruption to spread. And, wow, a lot of armies over here. Isn't that cool? Okay, so let's start raiding so they can see us. Come get me, boys. And I guess also Faldart Graveshaker as well, but, you know. So it seems like it's mostly Pistoliers, which are going to be very, 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 very... Oh, and some... Empire Knights, but still. It's mostly Pistoliers that are going to be the problem, but I can just sort of stand still and kill them with the Ungol Raiders. So, fine. I'm cool with that. Although it does make me think that Hounds might have been a good idea. Because let's see, 92 speed, I think Hounds are 95, so getting that Hounds building might have actually been a good idea. Although, get a rude burrow. Start getting some Gore Herds. Some Gore Herds with shields. Honestly, Gore Herds with shields are like my ideal front line. I really like them. They're good. Should we do it? Lowest upkeep for Ungol units, which is kind of nice. We do have a lot of money. So, although we're only one turn away, actually. We're only one turn away from being able to afford another building here. And one that I would quite like to get is actually this one. It'll put down horde growth, but it'll put down upkeep by a ton. Oh, that's also absolutely sick. Let's go get Mound of Blades. Just puts up armor and melee attack for all units. Screw it. We'll get a Mound of Blades. We will need 6 surplus for that, though. We will need 6 surplus, which is quite a bit. But... oh, and I would also really like the fire pit, too. There's a lot of stuff that I want, guys. But no, I think that's huge, actually, just getting the melee and armor bonuses. So yeah, we'll keep raiding here, because it means we'll actually have positive income. And we'll see what the enemy does. I imagine they'll probably run away. Yep. Ah, good times. So, ambusher discovered. Gustal Blaze. Do you think that's the guy? Do you think that's Rudy Blaze's brother? It could be. It could be. Bernard Hergiger. These guys were trying to ambush, weren't they? So, just to check. Yes, I do have Lightning Strike. So I guess I'll just come over here and wipe out all their armies first. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. We'll take out Gustal first. Come here, lad. And yep. Impossible. Never gonna win. Oh, what's that? Quite simple. Yeah, I thought so. We're gonna fight it anyway, because I know that we're gonna end up taking huge casualties, because these guys are just trashed here. I'm pretty sure they're like zombies. I think they actually are like a negative in auto-resolve rather than a positive. I think they actually lower your chances rather than raising it. You're better off not having them in your army. But anyway, let's fight it. Ooh. Moody. Very moody. I do like a moody forest, I must say. Okay.
Sentinels.
You know what? I'm most scared of the those little sods. You know the ones. So what I will do actually is get these guys hidden. Can you hide over here? Yes. Not entirely though. So you know what? Screw it. I'll put you over here. Where you can all hide. I said where you can all hide. Thank you. So they're going to go there. Or actually... let's put them in here. Let's put them all in here. Okay, let's put them all over there. You lot. I'm going to shimmy over here. And... let's get you guys on the edges. You guys over here. You lot in the middle. Oh, you also exist. You go out in the front. Not with you. Grey herd in the middle somewhere. And, yeah, we're going to be shooting pistoliers, and then eventually I can just get all these guys to line up behind the enemy army and charge them in the rear. And the Minotaurs will counter-charge any of the Empire Knights. Empire Knights charge into my spearmen. I'll charge them with the Minotaurs. That's the plan. I just realised I'm attacking them, so actually they'll probably want me to get involved, huh? Well, that's a nuisance. Let's step up. Let's get a bit closer. And then let's push up into there. They'll see us there, but... doesn't matter. Oh, in fact... move up a bit. Okay, good. Yeah, could hit him with one of these. I wonder if that's going to do anything. You know what? Change your mind. Too late. It's too late. Although, did some good damage. I mean, not great. Fine. I just hate being sat around not doing anything, frankly. Okay, is that going to hide you guys? Maybe just about. But it's, well, it's a bit silly. Okay, come on, guys. Come on, everybody. Have faith in you. And you're never going to get fireballed in here. There's the Empire Knights. Alright, let's just get you nice and spread out. And we'll try and get those guys sandwiched. I'm going to charge everybody in. Because it's not in me to sort of sit around and slowly whittle them down. It's just not. Alright, I'll line up in these trees then. Okay, maybe not. Looks like he's into us. Nice. Good. 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 And that should get rid of those Empire Knights pretty quickly. Tasty charge. Love it. And they're confused. Bless them. What are you not doing? Don't have a clue, do you? Oh well. Really? Still not gone? God, why wouldn't it do for some... Tentacles are great weapons. Very great. Love some tentacles are great weapons. Okay, perfect way to deal with tentacles, that. Perfect way. So how are you lot doing? Doing well? Should be. Come on, Minotaurs. Come on. Okay. Yeah, you guys keep chasing. You'll catch up. You definitely will catch up. Oh yeah, potion strength. Brilliant. Oh, I didn't realize you were getting so beaten up. Poor lad. I don't know quite what you're doing. That's okay. Well, they're getting caught out. These guys might, thanks to the charge speed, just get caught out. Hard to tell. Oh, they're all over there. Classic. Well, they're running away anyway. And, yeah, I think they're getting pretty hurt, so that's good news. Big fan of that. Just came with a fireball. Now it looks like this might actually work. You missed. That was awful. You're terrible. You should feel bad. And still got Minotaurs chasing them, but they're definitely going to come back. Okay, good, good. There's going to be army losses in a second. It's all good. And yeah, there you go. Good. Good stuff. End the battle. Decisive victory. Good stuff. Alright then, so, Star is a little hurt, but he's okay. I mean, I just need to not throw him into combat, and that's fine. He does most of his work out of combat anyway. So, Devour them, I think works. So, he's going to run off. These guys are running away a bit. Manish Thrall. Some beastmen are mongrels with minor mutations. Though they live their pathetic lives amongst men, their true loyalty is to the herd. Cool. Very cool. Social leadership fighting humans. Because we know something they don't know. And I can't actually reach anyone else, which is sort of disappointing, if I'm totally honest. Oh, it's because we're in raiding stance still. If I change to ambush, it's going to make no difference. No, it's not. Well, it'll have to do. It's a pity, but it'll have to do. Okay, what's next? Bestial Cunning? Or Crown of Horns? Or Shadow Hide? Plenty of fun things. Plenty of fun things. Ambush defense chance goes up. Interesting. Yeah, let's go Bestial Cunning. And then we're going to Beastmen Ambush. Because we'll probably end up ambushing one of these guys. Our income will go down, but we're on 18k right now. And what'll happen is this guy will probably move to us. And then these guys will try and pounce on him. And if they don't get ambushed, then we'll just have the two armies against these three quite rubbish ones, and it'll be them that decided it. Or we'll just end up ambushing one of these armies, and they'll be even shorter on troops. So I think that's probably the way we go about it. Also, what's going on here? Are you trying to take over some of your neighbours' territory there, mate? Well, please do, because at some point I might declare war on you, and I could do with being fed. So please feed me. Please feed me. Okay, so guys, what we're going to do here, now that we've kicked off our war against the Cult of Ulrich, which very, 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 very sadly, there are no Ulrich-specific units in the game, which is a real pity. Like, there's no Ulrich warrior priests or, you know, anything like that. So, bit of a shame, but still, we'll fight them nonetheless. So, guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.